Welcome to Con Todo Gusto TV show from Colombia.
Well, thank you. I'm honored to be on the show.
Yeah. Okay, please, first for the people in
Sure.
Colombia,
Yes.
tell who is Daniel Bruce.
I am a chef here. I'm based out of Boston. What makes me maybe different than a lot of other chefs is I am all about wine and food. 22 years ago, I founded the Boston Wine Festival here, which brings winemakers from around the world here to host dinners. For me, I taste the wine first, which is a little different than most chefs. I taste the wine, and from those flavors of the wine, nuances, if you will, create dishes to enhance both the wine and the food experience.
But it's different. This festival is very different because first, it's elegant, very elegant. It's exclusive.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's too long. It's
12 weeks.
Yeah,
Most are 3 days. Mine's 12 weeks, yes.
Yeah, beginning in January and finish in April.
Yes.
Yeah. Why do you make a festival in Boston?
Well, I'm making a festival in Boston when I first started it, of course now we're 22 years down the road, is because there was nothing happening in Boston.
Yeah.
January, February, March, and April, very, very slow. It's cold outside, it's snowing, so we wanted to bring life to Boston. Well, we didn't know it was going to be so successful. It started with 9 dinners the first year, then 18, then 36, and now we do 45. And we do actually 4 a week for 12 weeks. That's pretty amazing. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every week. You come in, there's a winemaker, we do 78 people every single night, and they mostly sell out, yes.
When the people come to the festival, what the people find here?
Well, they find a few things. They find great venue. We're right on the ocean. Beautiful. We have great service. We have very professional but personable wait staff and led by Gary Tummings, who's been with me for a long time doing the front of the house, and it's he's right here right next to me. And so that makes it personable, but it also makes it elegant. And then the winemakers are here, so you get to meet the superstar behind the winery. I only invite the top tier, if you will, the people that are the best, that produce the best wines. And the thing that also makes it different is that I prepare every single dish for 22 years, every single one.
You decide which wine invite to the festival?
Yes.
Or if somebody has a very good wine, they want to come here, it's possible?
That's a good point. Of course, if I know who the winery is, then I'm most likely going to take the winery. But I'm still, no matter what, I taste the wine first. So at the same thing, if it's somebody I have never heard of, I just taste the wine. If I know after tasting the wine, is this a quality wine? If it's quality and I think I can, do food that would go great with it because it's at that level, then yes. So you could be somebody unknown, and I could have you come here for the festival.
Each night, the people can blend food with wine.
Yes.
Like a perfect blend, like a perfect maridaje, we say in Spanish.
Mm-hmm. That's the ultimate goal, for sure. And I think I have an advantage because I taste the wine first, I write down notes. And I write down notes as a chef, not as a professional wine taster. You know, a professional wine taster tastes this wine, he tastes graphite, he tastes all these unusual flavors that for me have nothing to do with food. I taste the wine, I taste cherries, I taste fennel, I taste, melted leeks, I taste all these
berries.
Right, and I taste wine flavors for me that are like ingredient flavors, like food. So for me, it becomes a palette of my to work with, a palette of ingredients. And so when I create my dishes, it's easy to blend the two because for me, I'm already starting with ingredients familiar with me, if it makes sense to you. And then for me, it's all about balance too. If the wine's too acidic or not too acidic, I have to be careful. Not too much sweetness. And so I have to be very careful to balance my flavors.
Okay, please tell me about some dishes, plates that you prepare for this version.
Well, for this year's dinners, I haven't started because they start next Wednesday, but some of the dishes in the past that I've done that work, obviously there's, you asked me, I have never, let me stop back. I've never in 22 years done the same dish twice.
Yeah.
So that's over 22 years, about 1,000 dinners, 4 courses, 4,000 different dishes. And because what I do is I try to find the flavors in the wine and keep it unique to the dish, as opposed to saying, you know what, I taste this wine, I think I'm going to do it with my duck dish I did before. it's not fair to the wine if I do that. So I have to make the subtle changes so that the dish really works well with the flavors of the wine, if that makes sense. Now, that doesn't mean if I taste blueberry in a wine, you said blueberry, that I'm going to use blueberry in the dish. Well, maybe I'm going to use something that goes with blueberry, you know what I mean? So maybe almonds, for example. Or maybe, you know, I think mint is a good flavor for that. So as a chef, I make those determinations. You know, so the dishes really reflect what's the freshest ingredients I can get to the day, because of course I call my market up, I call the farmers up, what can I get, what's the best, and see which ones would work with that dish. So I keep it fresh.
Chef, please invite the people in 25
Sure.
countries that I saw you in this moment. Invite that they come this year or the next year to your festival. Yeah, and
Absolutely.
when the people can find information, your phone or your
Absolutely.
website, please.
That's easy to do. I'd like to personally invite every one of you to the Boston Wine Festival. If you go to the website www.bostonwinefestival.net, that will lead you to the calendar, all the events. There's a contact page that will link you to all the other festivals. We have 3 other festivals around the country. Love to have you come. Please let me know. You can also contact me on that website. There's a link to allow you to visit me on Facebook. I look forward to seeing you. Chin.
Because it's a 23rd festival, it's a 23rd version, is because it's a very good festival and the people must to come here and taste the different wines and dishes of this chef, a great chef, Daniel Ruth.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you to you.
My pleasure. Thanks.
Con todo el gusto.